One child dies every 4 seconds because of poverty. 14 every minute. By the time this film ends, 443 children will be dead.
Wow, if that doesn't get your attention, I do not know what will. More than 80% of the world lives on less than $10 a day. That is why our next guests are using film to help change that unbelievable statistic. Jeff Winsler is the executive producer of the $10 Perspective, which is currently showing at the Sarasota Film Festival, and Ryan Anderson is the producer. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
We have a lot to dive into. I know we're going to run out of time, but let's start. Take us all the way back, because this takes us to Jamaica, where you guys spent how much time in Jamaica really living with families in a landfill, point blank.
Right. You know, 18 years ago, I was working for a university, Boston College, and I took undergrads to work on these alternative spring break trips. And I fell in love with this little dump community. And over the years, I've been taking through this nonprofit, Pivotal Directions, have been taking down hundreds of teenagers, oftentimes from the suburbs. And we all came back with this story of hope and resilience of the people. And we said, we have to tell that.
I mean, it was literally changing the lives of the kids and the students that you were taking to this area. I mean, life-changing.
Eye-opening, yeah.
All right, so how does it then become into, and I don't mean to out you guys, but you didn't really have a whole lot of film experience.
Zero.
You can't see it, he's literally saying zero. We had zero experience.
Yep.
So how do you then turn that into a documentary that's now being played at the Sarasota Film Festival?
Yeah, so I'm sitting in my college dorm freshman year, and I get a call from my buddy Jeff, and he says, Ryan, how would you like to help tell the story of these tremendous people that we've gotten to know? And I said, yes, absolutely, we got to do it.
There wasn't even a question.
No question about it. I mean, truly, when you meet these people, and I hope that people do through the film, I want to be able to tell this story. And so Jeff goes, well, I don't know how to do it, but we need to do it. And you know, sometimes some stories are just so powerful that they're meant to be told, and
they write themselves.
The pieces fell into place, and now we have a film. So.
Yeah. So what do you hope? What is, I mean, I guess give us a little bit of the kind of what people can expect when they see the film.
It's a 30-minute documentary film, and it's lumped together with about 4 other shorts that they call that. And the Sarasota Film Festival is one of the top 10 in the nation, and they say that it's on a list of the 25 coolest film festivals in the world. So as people come to one of many films that are internationally recognized and very independent, we hope that they come to ours, and in 30 minutes that it inspires them to not only have watched it, but to discuss it. That's one of our goals. And then to share it on social media. So after the film festival, you're going to be able to see this at no cost, to educate, to get people to really think about global poverty, but that it doesn't define what it means to be human.
Well, and that's what's so fascinating, I mean, it's a huge issue. In the beginning of the film, you talk about how there's so much attention to war and different things that are going on, but poverty is probably the biggest problem that this world is facing, and kids, are struggling, dying.
Yeah. And it's something that's very interesting. Preventable medical disparities are rampant within these poverty-stricken communities, and it's unfortunate. I think a lot of people stray away from the conversation of poverty because it's so sad. And we hope that this film shows the inspiring stories of the people. These people are amazing human beings.
Well, I understand one little girl that you've already featured is already getting some medical help that she was in desperate need of.
Yeah, her name is Q, and we met her maybe 3-4 years ago, and she just had this spirit about her, this attitude. And she has an arm that will never grow like the rest of her, her body. And then she has scoliosis that is life-threatening. And over time, we were just trying to figure out ways to help her. And just by people seeing this film, just in like a private audience, we were connected with somebody, because sometimes it's who you know, and I'll take it any day of the week if it's going to help somebody like little Q. And she's now getting surgery when it comes time to get it.
Well, thank you so much for putting a spotlight on this community. I hope people go and see the film. They can see it Saturday night in Sarasota, correct?
Saturday night,
6 o'clock?
6 o'clock at the Regal Hollywood 20 Theater. And
we'll keep us posted on all the success that comes on afterwards. And again, thank you both so much for being here this morning.
Thank you, Carly.
All the way from Milwaukee, right?
That's right.
All right. Well, enjoy Florida while you can.
Take care.
All right. Thank you so much. And again, go see the film Saturday night, 6 o'clock.